Hello everybody, my name is Bragster and welcome to New This Week, the show where I go over all the new TV shows and movies coming out on multiple different platforms, Sky, Amazon and Netflix, and give them to you so you can go away and watch them at home. So, let's get into this. As always, let's start with Sky. So, from today until Sunday, there is another collection coming out on Sky, and it is the Star Wars collection. So, I'm pretty sure it's all the movies that have been able to be released will be shown. I don't think the latest one, Rise of Skywalker, will. But I think the rest of them will be. So yeah, if you're into Star Wars and you want a marathon, you can watch all of that this week. Coming out on Friday is Frozen 2. Now Frozen 2 is obviously the sequel to Frozen. This time, instead of her powers possibly being a bad thing, they have to be a good thing, and they need to hope that her powers are enough for them to complete their mission of finding out the truth. So yeah, the trailer doesn't give much away, but if you liked Frozen 1, you'll definitely like Frozen 2, and especially if you've got any kids or whatever, I'm sure they'll love it. So yeah, that's coming out on Friday. So coming out on Saturday is The Goldfinch. Now The Goldfinch is a movie based off a book, and basically there's this boy who goes to the museum and there's like a bomber and his mom dies. He survives, and the last painting they looked at was a picture of a goldfinch attached to a chain and not being able to move, sort of thing, and so he keeps it, and it's all about the aftermath, you know, the down times, the good times, and how he not only copes with it but tries to cope with it, sort of thing, you know. Again, the trailer doesn't give much away, but it was almost in a good way, because I have no idea where this movie is going to go, and I think with a movie like this you probably need to go like that, because in real life you wouldn't know how someone would be after an event like that, and right now, even after watching the trailer, I'm interested and I don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, that's coming out on Saturday, and that is it for Sky this week. There's a lot coming out on Amazon. We all know they're jam-packed at the start of a month, and they're doing it again. So coming out tomorrow is Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. Now I'm pretty sure this is the 4th edition into the Mission Impossible series, to which an event happens and the government activate Ghost Protocol, where they are going to pin this terrorist attack on the secret agency that Tom Cruise is working for and his specific team, but their mission is to find out the truth before they get caught. So yeah, that one is really good. If you like the Mission Impossible series, go away and watch it, because fun action and a bunch of stunts can't go wrong. Also coming out tomorrow is One for the Money. Now One for the Money is a movie about this woman who loses her job as where she's working in lingerie and stuff, and then she goes into a new profession, but this time it's, you know, it's bringing people in, and there's a certain, almost like a bounty. You bring people in. Most people are very easy to bring in, other people are not, and then there's this one bloke who she had history with in high school who she's got to bring in, and she'll bring him in any means necessary, and it almost creates like a turf war between them two, but I'm pretty sure they get caught up in something else as well, so it seems quite funny in places. So again, another action movie. I think it's just a bit of fun. So yeah, that's coming out tomorrow. Also coming out tomorrow is the first Spy Kids. Now if you don't know about the Spy Kids series, it starts off with these kids' parents getting captured, and then they find out that the parents are spies because they never knew, and it's up to them to save their parents. And yeah, it's again a bit of fun. It seems like a lot of movies this week are just a bit of fun, a bit of a laugh, and not taking themselves seriously, like Mission Impossible is. But you know, a lot of comedy put in these action movies, and this one is just. It's one mainly for the kids, but I'm sure adults would enjoy it as well. So yeah, that's coming up tomorrow. Also coming out tomorrow is Spy Kids 3 Game Over. I don't know why they skipped over Spy Kids 2. Not a clue. I don't know. But Spy Kids 3 Game Over is coming out, and then this was for the 3D when that was popular. Remember that? So yeah, it's all done for that, and yeah, it's basically there's this deadly video game that's about to be released, and if you go into the video game, you're trapped for life. You might die. Phone, shut up. What are you doing? Shush. But yeah, it is, and the Spy Kids have to save him again and get themselves into the world because his sister has already been caught in it. So yeah, seems quite. I've seen it before. It's a bit of fun, a bit nuts, but that's the whole point. So yeah, that's coming out tomorrow. Also coming out tomorrow is The Gallows Act 2. Now I've seen the first Gallows, and it's basically about this almost like a curse sort of thing. So someone died during a play of The Gallows sort of thing, and basically there's this curse, and he comes back whenever someone plays the main character, and they end up, you know, getting caught up and dying and stuff, and this, that and the other. There's been many stories of movies and theatre performances that are cursed, and are believed to be cursed because the actors die in it and stuff, or actresses, and this is playing off that but putting on a horror trope. This is Act 2 of that, but this time they kind of provoke the curse, and that's how it comes. So it's not so much I think they take part in the actual not so much that they take part in the actual play, but they bring it back themselves. So yeah, that's coming out tomorrow. If you're interested in that, I definitely am. Also coming out tomorrow is Where the Wild Things Are. Now this is based off the bestseller children's novel, and yeah, it's I remember the story being read to me as a kid, and this is the film adaptation of that. I'm not really too sure on the story. I mean, there's a lot of adventure. He's quite a lonely kid, so it could be playing off that. You know, I think it'll have a lot more to it than what's believed. But yeah, I think it could be quite a wholesome movie. So yeah, that's coming out tomorrow. Coming out on Wednesday is Hitch. Now Hitch is a movie with Will Smith in, where he basically tries to get the common man to get any girl he wants. So, you know, if it's under the impression if you're at a certain way, you'll get the girl, and every guy believes that. This guy helps, you know, this guy helps you. He knows, you know, based off the personalities of the people, what the best way is to get to their heart, and he tries to help people out. Then he himself falls in love, and ironically, he doesn't know what to do. You know, he'll be able to help out other people, but as soon as it's him, he doesn't know what to do with himself, and can't help himself. So, yeah, I really like the movie. I've always liked it. I've watched it multiple times. So yeah, I highly recommend that one. That's coming out on Wednesday. Also coming out on Wednesday is Megamind. Now this is the cartoon thing where there's two people. Well, I say people. You got Megamind and Metro Man. One's a supervillain, Megamind, and Metro Man's got these superpowers and can fly, and he's extremely handsome. Megamind is blue and a big head and not very handsome. and then they battle it out, classic like superhero villain style. It's almost like how Batman and the Joker, there's always this thing that they need each other. It's like that, but in cartoon form, and they ironically know that. Like, they don't kill each other off on purpose, like, you know, they enjoy fighting, until the one day, Metro Man dies. And yeah, then they try and make this new villain, no, this new hero, that's it. They try and make this new hero. Megamind can't get beside himself. He won, so he's not happy. He wants another hero to fight, and in the end creates a really bad villain. So then Megamind himself has to become the hero. And yeah, it's a great flipping story. I've not spoiled anything. It's just everything that's in it. The whole story is portrayed in the trailer basically, and it's brilliant. I love it. I really do like it. So yeah, it's just a bunch of fun. Again, Megamind's great. So go away and watch that. Adult, child, doesn't matter, because it's fun. Coming out on Friday is Hannah Season 2. Now, Hannah Season 2 is obviously after Season 1, and she goes into this program that she got taken away from as a kid, and she thinks it's like the best thing for her because it's where she came from, and then she finds out that they're trying to train her to kill people and trying to train the mum to kill people and this, that and the other, but not like they're calling it like an army, but I think they work out it's a bad army, and then, you know, they try and combat them, and then it's like the group of people that are trying to train versus the people who are trained, battling it out and stuff like that. So yeah, if you liked Hannah Season 1, go away and watch this. If you haven't seen Hannah yet, go away and watch Season 1 and come back to this. So yeah, that is it for Amazon. So now, moving on to Netflix. So coming out today is Trick. Now, Trick is a horror-based movie, almost like a slashery movie, where this legend's born. So at this one party, Halloween party, they're all wearing masks and stuff, and he calls himself Trick, and then they turn this knife and spin it like, almost like spin the bottle, but it's a knife because it's Halloween, which is quite clever actually, unless you've got a mass murderer who then kills everyone with the knife because he's a bit freaky, which is exactly what happens. So yeah, it's quite funny, to be honest. Well, it's not funny, but the premise how it starts is just quite ironic. And don't play that with a knife anymore after this movie. Anyway, but then the police shoot him down, or he dies in whatever way, shape or form. But every year on Halloween, he comes back. He terrorises people. They've got to choose trick or treat. I'm pretty sure if you choose trick, you're dead. I don't know whether you get a choice, but that's what it said in the trailer. So it told you to always pick treat. So I'm going to guess they get to pick. If they don't get to pick, then I don't get what the trailer's on about. But yeah, it's a horror movie, slasher based, curses in there, chucking every trope in the book. So that's coming out today, so you can go away and watch that. Now, coming out on Wednesday is Unsolved Mysteries Volume 1. Now, anyone that remembers Unsolved Mysteries on normal TV, this is the reboot. This has got the same people who made the original Unsolved Mysteries, but this time it's on Netflix, and it's a Netflix original, and it's rebooted. Also, the makers of Stranger Things are working on it. So yeah, they've got some very good teams working on this. There's 6 different mysteries, 6 different episodes, so there's a lot to unpack, a lot of mysteries to solve. So yeah, if you were into the original one, you can watch this. If you just like unsolved mystery stuff, this is definitely for you, trust me. I know a lot of people who will like this, so and even me, I think I'll find it very interesting. So yeah, that's coming out on Wednesday. Also coming out on Wednesday is The Truman Show. Now, The Truman Show is basically, your whole life is controlled, so it's all fake. So his whole life has been on a TV show. So he was born, and it was on TV, and then until now. So from the moment he was born, which was shown on TV, to now, all been shown on TV. But it also means that every friend he's ever had, every girlfriend he's ever had, every parent he's ever had, every this, that and the other he's ever had, are all fake. No one's been genuine to him apart from one person. Now he tries to find that one person, but then she disappears and he doesn't understand why, and then she comes back and warns him that his whole life is fake and this, that and the other. And then he starts to work it out himself. Well, he started to work it out, then she told him, then he worked it out himself, that so it wasn't right, and that he really needed, to work out the truth and this. So it's all about that. I can't give the story justice. This is one of my favourite Jim Carrey movies. I always want to watch it again because it's brilliant. It's just wonderful. So if you haven't seen it before, I don't know how, but please do. It's amazing. Also coming out on Wednesday is The Green Mile. This is a movie with Tom Hanks in, all about basically death row and stuff. When you're sent to the electric chair, he's in charge of looking at. He's a prison guard. He's in charge of looking after the people before they're sent to their death. This one guy comes in, apparently he's killed some children, and Tom Hanks doesn't believe it. He doesn't. And he starts being like, this isn't right, this guy's really nice, he's really soft. How did he kill these people? He's a very large man, but there was no way he could kill people, just judging by the way he acted. So it's all about, them finding out the truth, but this guy's a miracle. This guy who's been sent to death row is a miracle, and he truly is a miracle. I won't tell you exactly how, but go away and watch it. It's a long movie, don't get me wrong, but it's a beautiful one and well worth the watch. So I highly recommend you watch that. That's coming out on Wednesday. Coming out on Thursday is Warrior Nun. Now Warrior Nun is about this girl who dies and then is brought back to life and given a superpower to which she can kill demons, and she works for the church and this church-based secret agent thing, and then there's multiple of them who have all got these powers, but she's got the strongest powers, but she doesn't believe in all of this. So then it's like, she needs to believe for the world to be safe, but she doesn't believe, so it's trying to balance that out. I'm pretty sure it was a comic as well, so I think it'll be good. I don't know if it's something for me personally, but go and watch the trailer yourself, see if you like it. I'll try and give a rundown, but I think this one is, you kind of get the feel from the trailer of what it's going to be like, so go and watch the trailer and then come back. Don't watch the trailer after this, and then make your mind up yourself. Coming out on Friday is Mission Impossible Fallout. Yes, there are 2 Mission Impossibles on 2 different platforms coming out this week. Mission Impossible Fallout is the latest edition of the Mission Impossible series, to which his team is being targeted, and he's sick to death of basically being lied to and just being treated like trash. And this is the fallout of the secret agency that he's working for. They're trying to kill him, he's trying to kill them, basically, is what it's ended up being. And yeah, I think this seems the most serious, the most, how do I put this, the most just grit. It definitely is just the most serious one, I think, out of all of them. I don't know whether, I've never seen any of the Mission Impossibles myself, but whether this is the last instalment or not, I don't know, but it definitely seems the most important instalment into the series. So that's coming out on Friday. Also coming out on Friday is Unfriended Dark Web. Now, the Unfriended Dark Web is the sequel to the horror movie Unfriended, but this time it's based off the dark web, and you know, rather than just being a supernatural force, I think this one's more based off, you know, the people running the dark web. So it's a nice little twist to the original story. Whether it's still supernatural, I don't know, but I really liked the original. I thought it was quite inventive. So whether this one still feels unique, I don't know, but that's for you to go away and watch. I'll probably recommend watching the first Unfriended, although this is like a standalone thing. I think watching the first one will definitely get you to grips with, you know, the style of the movie, so it doesn't seem as weird when you watch this one. So yeah, that is it for Netflix. So it's hard to pick my pick for this week because there's so much good stuff. Like The Gallows looks great, One for the Money looks great, Hitch is a great movie, Truman Show, Green Mile, Unfriended, they all look great, even the Mission Impossibles. But I have to go with The Truman Show for my pick this week. I think it's a great movie, and if you can only watch one thing from this week, I think that's the one. It's a great movie, it's a classic, and I can't do it justice for how brilliant it is. So yeah, that's it for me this week. Put anything down in the comments. What are you looking forward to this week? You know, is your pick for this week the same as mine? Tell me in the comments. Hit that like button if you like this video. Subscribe if you're new. And if I don't see you before, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See ya!